What up, everyone? It's me, Jaden. Welcome back to another video by my own channel, by my own name. Y'all just saw me talk about NFL and Zion and all the other stuff I talked about. I'm busy. I basically have a busy night right now. I'm busy. I'm recording all the videos. And that video, I'm gonna be recording a football video. So in the later tonight, and then I gotta do a lot of stuff later in the morning. I do my students and stuff. Get up in the morning for very important. Well, I just have a lot of stuff going on right now. I'm doing all these videos, and then I got up really early in the morning to do something really important with one of my family members, and I had to come back here and do a lot of schooling because my school year is coming down. I'm gonna stop talking about it right now. I'm just basically book right now. I'm basically busy. I haven't been to busy in a very long time. Video are not nothing is really important, but still, all the videos I'm doing right now in the middle of the night. Basically busy. All the videos I'm doing. So we got a lot of stuff to get into. We're about to talk about the Memphis Grizzlies and the T-Wolves. Y'all normally see me talk about basketball games. I normally record them on the TV, but I'm not gonna be recording videos on the TV until Sunday because there's not gonna be no basketball until Sunday. And y'all should wonder, y'all haven't seen me talk about basketball a lot lately because I recorded out like last weekend. Y'all saw me record 4 to 5 basketball games. On Saturday, you saw me record 4. You saw me record 2 or 4 basketball games. Y'all didn't see me record all of them because I was basically I didn't do all of them. I had problems and stuff. So I recorded those 2. Then on Sunday I recorded the Bulls and then the Nuggets. There was 4 games on. I didn't record all of them. I didn't basically record all the games. I tried to record them late in the night or in the morning, but problems. I tried to record I tried to record 3 games on that Friday before that Saturday and Sunday, but problems. I have problems a lot sometimes. And also, y'all didn't see me do. And also, when y'all see me talk about this video, when I do my football, I already did this video a couple days ago. So, but some stuff you hear me talking about, I was supposed to say a couple days ago. But this stuff you hear me talking about, just ignore the stuff because I'll post the video on Wednesday, but I didn't. I talked about problems, so but I'm gonna have it finally post. So, but then but now I'm finally doing better with the camera. So I'm doing better with the video that I'm recording. So now there not no problems right now. So that's good. They talked about the T-Wolves and the Memphis Grizzlies. There was a great game. The T-Wolves got eliminated. The Memphis Grizzlies closed out. The T-Wolves, they eliminated them. Now Memphis Grizzlies are on to the second round. They're going to play the Golden State Warriors, the Steph Curry God. I cannot wait for this matchup. This is going to be a matchup to watch. I cannot wait for this matchup. Memphis versus the Warriors. That's the matchup I'm really looking forward to in the second round. That's the matchup I'm looking forward to. We got the Sixers in Miami. We got the Celtics in the Bucks, and we got the Dallas Mavericks in the Phoenix Suns. I'm really looking forward to the Memphis Grizzlies and the Golden State Warriors. I'm really looking forward to this matchup. I feel bad for the team because they were supposed to win this series. 100%. They were supposed to win this series. They're like the Pelicans. They were supposed to win that series. They were supposed to win that series versus the Phoenix Suns. No Devin Booker for most of the series, but they don't take advantage of that for some reason. And then he comes back, he's still not 100%. And they still don't win the game, but USCP3 over 14 for 14. I said this. Even though Chris Paul did one dive, the first 3 quarters, he did a little at and knocked a lot of shots. But when it comes to the 4th quarter, I said this. When it comes to the 4th quarter, you cannot let CP3 be 4th quarter Chris Paul. If you let Chris Paul be 4th quarter Chris Paul and let him get to his spot, the Pels were gonna lose every single time. It would not matter what happened. If the Pels with CP3 get to his spot, it wouldn't be 4th quarter Chris Paul. The Pels were gonna lose no matter what happened. In game 1, he only had 11 points going into the fourth. Pels was only down by 5 or 6. Everything was looking good for him. They were coming back from a huge deficit. It looked like they were gonna steal game 1, but then Chris Paul he went from standard Chris Paul. He went from boring Chris Paul to ultimate level Chris Paul in the fourth. Put up 19 in the fourth, and then everything had to went from a switch, and the Phoenix had to never look back, and they still game 1. In game 2, even with Devin Booker at 31 in the first half, even when him putting up that many points in the first half, the Pels were only down by 5, 61-56, only down by 5. And then in the third quarter, Devin Booker get injured. And even when he got injured, the Pels they was winning the game. They were up by 3 points when he got injured. And then when he leave, they took advantage of that. And then when it comes to the fourth quarter, I said this, they have to make sure Chris Paul did not be fourth quarter Chris Paul. And they did just that. And the Pels won the game pretty easy. And the Pels won that game, 125-114. Series 1-1 going back to New Orleans. And I thought the Pels were gonna really flip a switch and take over this series, but they didn't. The team that should have won, a team that had a lot of pressure. The Pels they went through a lot of pressure, so they were the season they had. They were the season about your franchise guy in Zion Williamson, who might stay or not. Because if you do not go to the playoff this year with him playing or not, because let's say Zion don't play, if he don't play the entire year, and they do not go to the playoffs, it wouldn't be the Pels' fault because one thing Zion would enter the entire year. But if Zion played the entire year and they still don't go to the playoffs, he will leave. But since he didn't play the entire year and they still went to the playoffs without him, and they still won 2 games, and they defeated a fight in that series. The Phoenix, everybody thought it was gonna be a sweep. Everybody thought it was gonna be a sweep. Since the Pels did win the game, everybody thought Phoenix Suns, it's just one game. They're not gonna worry them. They're gonna try to win 3 more games and win in 5. But was that the case? No. Everybody thought after that game 3, everybody thought the Phoenix Suns they're gonna start growing and go 3-1 back to Phoenix and then win that game 5 and move on to the second round and play down to Utah. Was that the case after game 3? I don't think so. The Pels came out with better momentum, and they came out and they defeated Suns defeated Suns a more fight game. And going into the fourth quarter, it was a 10-point lead for the Pels. It was 84-74. And the Pels, they had to make sure of this too. They had to make sure Chris Paul would not be fourth quarter Chris Paul. Also, the Pels had to make sure the Phoenix Suns would not have the lead. If the Phoenix Suns have the lead going into the fourth quarter, they're gonna win because the Phoenix Suns are 50-0 when it comes to the fourth quarter when they lead, and they're one of the best close-out teams when they come down the stretch. So you can't let that game really be close. And the Pels, they made sure that was the case. Alvarado, that rookie, he is amazing. I love Alvarado. I really love him. He's a really great piece. They really have. He's gonna be here for the next 4 years. I just love that man. That's really a guy that really want him. That's a guy I really want to be here. So you have a great team. This team is just built. This team is ready for the moment. So now, when you bring Zion back, and you put him around all these young pieces like Alvarado, Herb, Najee, Trey Murphy, Zach, and Jonas, Ingram, CJ, Ty Lue Jr., Larry Nance Jr., Tony Snell, like you bring him back and you put him around all those guys. Watch out. Watch out. Western Conference, watch out. And watch out, Pelicans fans. You bring him back, you might be on your way to a championship next year. Just believe that. They're probably not going to win this year because one thing, Phoenix did the tough road die. But at the end of the Alvarado, they Chris Paul a lot of problems. And Chris Paul only put up this many points in the entire game. in Game 4 only put up this many points. So they won that game 118-103. So now the series did 2-2. And now everybody's talking about how did the team to be if Zion was there. Or how did the team to be when Zion does come back. And we'll find out next year if he does sign this 5-year, $181 million extension. We'll find out about that if he does sign this extension and stays. And now during this Game 5, now everybody's starting to change their minds. Some people are starting to have the Pels maybe winning this series now. But is that the case? Nope. The Phoenix are talking about with better momentum, and they talking about and blow out the Pelicans, 112-97. The Pelicans they did make a little bit of a push, but it was too little, too late. Mattel really put up 31 points. Chris Paul had 21 points, and I think 11 assists. And now doing in the Game 6, either Devin Booker back, everybody half finished and winning that game 100%. Duh. They come out the first half. Everybody thought the Phoenix Suns would come out and just roll out the Pelicans and blow them out. But what did the case? Nope. Pelicans came out with better momentum. They were up 58-64. I mean, they were up 58-48 at halftime. Everything was looking good. Everything was done the Pelicans way. It had looked like the Pelicans in the fourth Game 7, but what did the case? No. Phoenix come out and played much, much better. And just rolled the Pelicans. Chris Paul was 14 for 14, 33 points. And then we saw them tear from Willie Green down and everything. Now Phoenix is on to the second round. Really nice. Then the T-Wolves, they got eliminated. The Memphis Grizzlies, then moving on to the next round, and then we playing Golden State Warriors. And I did not wait for that one. It's just sad for the T-Wolves because they had booed a lot of leads. They had booed a bunch of leads. A 26-point lead in Game 3, a 15-point lead in the 15-point lead in the fourth, and about a 17-point lead, and another 15 or 14-point lead going into the fourth. Right, they blew a bunch of leads. All these games, they were supposed to win this series. They should have won this series in 5 games. They should have won this series. Like all these games they lost, they were supposed to win. I just feel sad for them. So hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, did the video, thumbs up, bye everyone. It's been a busy night.